What's going on, guys? Canadian Lego Show here, hitting you guys with 1.04k subscribers. Oh my, that's a ridiculous amount of subscribers. So I decided that for my 1k subscribers special, I'm gonna do my top 10 favorite Lego Star Wars sets. Alright, coming in at number 1, if you watch any of my videos at all, you know my all-time favorite Lego Star Wars set is the 10221 Super Star Destroyer. Just a massive, insane set. It is the longest Lego Star Wars set ever. Longer than the UCS Star Destroyer, longer than the UCS Falcon, longer than the other UCS Star Destroyer, longer than the other UCS Falcon. This thing is an absolute beast, and obviously, that's why it's at my number 1. It's also very highly detailed, and I just have a lot of nostalgia for it because I remember looking at the set and thinking that it was the coolest thing ever, and it still is the coolest thing ever. Alright guys, coming in at number 2, we've got the Ewok Village from 2013. Again, I said I have a lot of nostalgia for it because I got it in the summer of 2013, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to build it. I mean, I was kind of wrong. It's not a hard build. It's really cool, but I put it in my basement, and I said, when I'm I'll build this sometime later, and eventually it just kind of got drawn out, and then one day I woke up and I was like, I'm going to do it. So then I put it together. Over the course of 2 weeks, I did 1 bag a day. Oh my god. It's such a cool set, although I was missing a piece, so I had to put a white plate in instead of a brown one, so it's the Kaminoan Ewok Village, but it's got a ton of figures. It's a play set and a UCS set that looks really accurate, because it's a weird thing where a play feature actually makes it more accurate, because Han Solo, on the barbecue, or C-3PO and his flying chair, are all accurate things to what would happen in the Ewok Village. So it's really cool that they made them into play features in a UCS set that is a play set and a actual UCS set that works really well. Bit of a controversial pick coming up here, but I put the 8039 Vendor Class Republic Attack Cruiser. On a side note here, I don't know what it was with people putting attack in every Clone Wars set. You got the attack cruiser, the attack shuttle, the attack gunship. What's up with that? But the Vendor is my personal favorite Clone Wars set. It always has been. I always like them more than the A202 with the dropship. On a side note as well, I would love a UCS version of this set. It'd be really, really cool. But the Vendor as a ship is one of my favorite ships in all of Star Wars. Whole thing opens up. It's a lot bigger than most people think. I remember I built it and I was like, holy crap, this thing is huge. It's no Super Star Destroyer by any stretch of the imagination. Stretch, get it? Because it has to be long, funny. But, it's a very, very interesting set. It's really cool. The build is pretty good as well. It's a very simplistic yet fun build. And I just really love this set. I remember watching the video made by The Brick Show. If you remember The Brick Show, put down in the comments, because I definitely do. But there was this video, I think it's somewhere on the internet, reposted by some Russian dude, and he made the battle with the Malevolence, with the Gunship and the Venator and the Malevolence, which it was just really cool to me, and I really love the Venator as a ship and as a set, so that's why I put it here at number 3. A set that I think is cool and also has a lot of emotional value. I'm not going to say nostalgic, emotional value, because of when I bought this set. I bought this at the very early stages of COVID, where it really got bad when we were in lockdown, and I actually started my YouTube channel then, so that's interesting. But I remember I was I think everybody under the age of I don't know, maybe 16 was scared, because there was a deadly virus that was literally just in the air, right? So I think everybody was kind of terrified of that, and I remember my parents were like, we're gonna be locked inside, so I think we'll let you get a big Lego set. So I got the Death Star and I built it, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And also, I remember I watched the Evan Tube HD video for the Death Star a lot, because I really thought, it's the Death Star. It's a really, really cool set, especially if you're 8, right? But I think that the Death Star is also really cool. It's got a ton of minifigures, ton of play features. It doesn't look pretty on its own, but if you consider the effort it takes to build, it's not a hard build. Again, it's very heavily on bricks, but it's just the effort and kind of almost patience it takes to build this set, because even though it's easy, it's a pretty big set. I believe it's the 5th largest Lego set ever, behind. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, really, really cool set. Coming up next, an absolute banger from the original Clone Wars wave back in 2009, the AT-OT with Dropship. Remember 2008, but the AT-OT with Dropship is definitely in almost every single Lego Star Wars fan's top 10. It's a cool set. It's basically two sets. I mean, if this was today, we'd get 2 clone troopers, 4 officers, a battle droid, and it'd be much smaller, right? This set is just so cool. Even like just the box art is awesome, but like overall, as a set, you got your clone troopers, right? You can pick up the dropship, you can drop it off the dropship. This set needs to be remade. This set and the Venator need to be remade. The Ewok Village, sure. Superstar Destroyer new because it's awesome, as is, but overall, just as a set, it's really, really cool. It's got like kind of play features, and it's similar to the Death Star in the way that it was like one of the go-to play sets, but it's not really a play set anymore now because of its price, and the only people who are going to be buying this are hardcore collectors who really, really want like the value of the set. We've got kind of a modern AT-OT with dropship here. The 2013 Gunship, a very popular set, very rare set that really, really came into its own after it was um, like retired. I remember I really wanted the set when I was in grade 1, and I just never ended up getting it, obviously. I got it later on, I think it was in a couple years ago, before it like really went up in value. Like you want one sealed now, it's like 600, $700. I think I got mine for like 350. It was a birthday gift or something, but it's just such a cool set. I mean, it's a great way to transport your clone troopers. 2 super battle droids, fine. The poster is really cool. I have it up in my room. You got the Padme figure, the Anakin figure, and the Obi-Wan figure, as long as with the speeder. Um, I have performed a couple modifications on this. Like I just put in like some studded plates from our clone troopers. And I built like a wall in the back because so the speeder was like so it's like more. I just prefer not to see the speeder in the back, but it's just such a cool set. I'm really looking forward to the UCS version of this. Definitely a different original pick here. I've got the 2010, I believe, Slave One. Even like a lot of people think that this isn't a very good set because you got not a great Bossk and not a great Boba Fett, Han Solo and Carbonite. That's fine, but the reason I like this set is because of the build. The build is easily the best build I've like. It was my favorite set to build. If somebody said you can only build one of your Lego sets again and it's going to be taken away, I'd build this one on the sole reason that it's just a really fun build. It was really enjoyable. I don't know what it was about it. I just really, really liked it. The set, I mean, it looks fine. The minifigures could be improved, but it was 2010, granted. Um, the newer Bossk is definitely better, but still, it's a really fun set to build. I don't know what it was. Just like it's not very repetitive. It's just such a fun set to build. That's the only reason it's on my list. It's a great set to build, and it's a pretty low price set at this point. So I highly recommend getting one. I got mine for like $50, so definitely pick one of these things up if you're in the mood for a good build. All right, next we got the Clone Turbo Tank from the same year as the Slave One. I believe it's 2010, but it might be 2011. What do I have to say about the Turbo Tank? It's a massive set with amazing Cad Bane, Aayla Secura, Anakin, Ahsoka, Clone Troopers. What more can you ask for? Command Center fits inside the set. You got a bunch of cannons, and it's a monster. When I built the set and I picked it up, I was thinking that this set is how big most people think the Venator is. The Venator's a big set, but when most people think of the Venator, they think of a set that's like, I don't know, maybe like 30 centimeters, 25 centimeters. I don't know how many inches that is if you're using inches, but this set is it's so nice. I used it in my last mock so you can see how big it is. It is huge. It is like ridiculous. Like, just look at the wheels for proportions there. But yeah, it's also like a pretty well detailed set. It opens up. It's like the Venator. It opens up. It's just a cool set and a fan favorite as well. All right, we got the ATTE from 2013 here. What else can I say about the ATTE? It's a set that I have as well a lot of nostalgia for. I really love the set. I remember when I got it for my birthday. I was jumping up and down. I was like screaming, "Yeah, I got the ATTE!" And I built it, and then it broke, and I rebuilt it because I loved it so much. I mean, I love the set so much. I bought another one. It's so fantastic. Okay, but I have 2 ATCEs and 3 clone of like the yellow clone there, and I have none of the minifigure else. I don't know how that happened, but it's a really cool set. It's like a nice compact design. I believe it's in scale. It's similar in scale. No, it's not. I was just thinking that for a second. That does not make sense. But I was gonna say it's similar in scale to the turbo tank, and then I realized that it can't be because the ATT and the turbo tank are very different sizes. The ATT is like, I don't even know, but it's just a really cool set, and I love it so much. And there's so many people modifying the 2013 Gunship to carry the 2013 ATTE. I'm never gonna do that. It's because I love both of these sets too much to disfigure them. But yeah. Alright guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for 1K. It really means a lot to me. Put in the comments what your top 10 favorite LEGO Star Wars sets are, because you're some of mine. Tell me what you would change if you disagreed with me at all. But yeah, again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe.